If you're a first-time buyer and you're thinking, ooh, that shiny new build with the model home and the free appliance package looks like a dream, hit pause. In this video, I'm going to show you why buying new construction as a first-time buyer can quietly sabotage your budget, delay your timeline, and leave you with way more debt than you planned. This is the same guidance I've used with dozens of first-time buyers across the country to help them avoid costly builder traps and make more confident and informed decisions. I'm going to break down the truth behind base pricing, builder incentives, sneaky upgrade costs, hidden HOA fees and taxes, and the delays that no one warns you about. So if you want to buy your first home without getting blindsided or be broke, this video is for you. Let's start with the biggest myth in new construction. The price you see online or on the sign outside, that's just the teaser. That's called the base price, and it's basically the builder's starter pack. No upgrades, no design touches, no personality. Just basically drywall, carpet, maybe one sad light fixture. But the model home you walked through and fell in love with, that one is decked out. Quartz countertops, wood look tile, pendant lighting, a big island, turf in the backyard, all the good stuff. Now, that is probably going to cost you $75,000 to $150,000 worth of upgrades layered in. Even things that feel standard like soft closed drawers or decent flooring are usually upgrades. And that dreamy corner lot with no neighbors behind you, yep, that's a lot premium. And depending on where you live, that could be $5,000 or $50,000 or more. Here's what first-time buyers get tripped up. Set your budget around the base price, and then you get to the design center and realize, oh, none of the stuff I loved is actually included. If you're not careful, you can end up with a new house that doesn't feel finished. No blinds, no landscaping, and no room left in the budget to fix it. And just so we're clear, yes, most new construction backyards start as a pile of dirt. So don't fall in love with the price tag on the website. Fall in love with what your actual budget can get you, with upgrades, lot premiums, and surprise costs included. $15,000 towards closing costs, free appliances, buy down your interest rate. Those all sound amazing, right? And honestly, sometimes it is. But let's be real. Builders aren't throwing these perks around out of the goodness of their hearts. These are strategic offers designed to move inventory, especially in our current slower markets. Here's what most first-time buyers miss. Those juicy incentives usually come with strings attached. To get them, you almost always have to use the builder's preferred lender and title company. And while that might seem convenient, it doesn't always mean it's the best deal. Sometimes that lower rate is just a temporary buy down. And after year 1 or 2, it jumps. Or that closing cost credit, it's already been baked into a slightly inflated sales price. I've even seen higher lender fees hiding behind the scenes. So before you say yes to anything, do a little shopping around. Talk to at least one other outside lender and compare the full loan estimate, APR, fees, long-term cost, all of it. I've had buyers save $10,000 to $15,000 over 5 years just by comparing. So yes, take the free fridge, take the blinds, but only if the rest of the numbers actually make sense for you. Now the design center, aka the Disney World of bad financial decisions. You'll walk in with a reasonable budget and a Pinterest board, and walk out with champagne taste and a granite bill. It's not your fault. The whole thing is engineered to upsell you. Every finish, fixture, and faucet is curated to make you think, I need this, I deserve this. What's another $4,000 for pendant lighting? And the real kicker, even the stuff you assume is standard, like ceiling fans or extra outlet, can cost you hundreds. Want lights in every room? Add it. Need outlets in your home office? Add it. Even pre-wiring for a fan can cost extra. I've had clients go in planning to spend $15,000 in upgrades and come out with $60,000 worth of stuff they didn't even care about that much because it's just that easy to get swept up in everything. So here's how to stay in control. Split your wish list into 2 buckets. What needs to be done by the builder, like layout changes, upgraded flooring, or anything structural, and what can wait. Think fans, light fixtures, hardware, and even some cases, backsplash. You can almost always do the cosmetic stuff later for less money and with way more options. And if you're heading to the design center soon, please do yourself a favor and watch my video on design center mistakes to avoid. I break down exactly what's worth it, what's not, and how to leave your wallet and your sanity intact. Let's talk about the ongoing cost of owning that shiny new build, because it's not just the mortgage you need to budget for. Most new construction homes come with at least 2 extra monthly expenses. An HOA, aka a homeowners association, most new builds have those now, and it sounds harmless until you realize it could cost $100 to $200 or more a month, even if you never use the pool, gym, or that community clubhouse that's just a locked room with folding chairs. Also, you can't opt out. Number 2 are CFDs, Mello-Roos, or a special tax assessment. These go by different names depending on where you live, but here's what they really mean. You're helping pay for the roads, parks, schools, sewer lines that made this new neighborhood possible. These fees are usually wrapped into your property taxes and can last 20 to 30 years. And here's the part that shocks most first-time buyers. Your first-year property tax estimate, probably based on the land value or a half-built home. Once the county reassesses the finished house, maybe a year or so later, that bill can double. So don't let the low numbers up front fool you. Ask for a fully assessed tax estimate. Read the HOA and CFD disclosures like your budget depends on it, because it kind of actually does. Oh, and those gorgeous model homes you toured, they usually sit on an oversized lot with lower fees and all the upgrades. You're likely buying a smaller lot with fewer bells, fewer whistles, and yes, higher taxes. Buying new construction means playing by the builder's clock, not yours. They'll give you an estimated completion date, but that's just a ballpark. Weather delays, labor shortages, permit issues, or supply chain problems can push things out by weeks or even months. And when it's finally done, you close when they say so. Even if you're mid-lease, even if the punch list isn't finished, even if it's not convenient. I've had buyers scrambling for temporary housing, paying for storage, or juggling 2 payments because their closing got delayed or moved up with little notice. If your life or lease has a strict end date, you need a buffer and a plan B, because flexibility is non-negotiable with new builds. Okay, now that I've scared you a little bit, I promise it's tough love. Let's be real. New construction isn't all bad. In fact, it can be an amazing option if you go in prepared. Right now, in a lot of markets, the power is shifting back to buyers, and builders, they're really feeling it. Here's what I'm seeing out there. Permanent rate buydowns to 4.75%. 3-2-1 buydowns starting as low as 2.99% in year 1. 10 to 20,000 incentives, closing costs covered, free appliances, blinds, even backyard landscaping. Yes, please. So who's a great fit for a new build? You've got some flexibility with your timeline because delays do tend to happen. You've got a little buffer in your budget for the sneaky stuff that we talked about, the upgrades, taxes, things like that. You love low maintenance, energy efficiency, and builder warranties. And most importantly, you're working with someone who knows how to protect your wallet and negotiate the hell out of that contract. If that's you, new construction might be your move. Just go in with your eyes open and your game face on. If new construction is even on your radar, make sure to download my free new construction buying guide. It's packed with must-ask questions, real numbers, and tips to save your sanity and your budget. And before you step foot in a design center, don't miss this next video where I walk through the top design center mistakes to avoid. Seriously, it'll save you thousands. Until next time.